What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Wicked After Dark, where we talk about all things Halloween. My name's Anthony, and with me tonight we got Ashley and Jess.
What's up, guys?
What's up?
The man behind the cam, Andy, and his sidekick, Jimbo. Work with me today, guys. Work with me. I'm a little under the weather. Finally got to me a little bit. I'm still fighting like a champ, but
I'm so over the sickness.
the sickness, I feel like
Over it. I'm ready to jump off the roof with it, dude.
it's been like since November.
Thanksgiving. Had someone have a cold in my household here. It's like, I'm over it, bro.
Yeah, I've had it since Thanksgiving.
For real.
Pretty annoying, bro. I'm not gonna lie, but at least it barely got me now, and it's barely, you know what I mean? It's kind of
Everyone's getting it, though. Everyone's getting sick. Whatever these viruses have this year, it's on crack. Okay?
You know, I'm just thinking, this will be the first time I consider like a flu shot. You know, I might just do that.
Yeah.
You know, avoid it.
Then you'll really get sick.
But anyways, another episode. Here we are.
Yeah, another
interesting.
episode. We actually did it, guys. We didn't fuck up.
Today's episode, guys, is going to be kind of like an end of year recap. This will be the final episode of Wicked After Dark for 2024. Yeah, we got through another year, baby. Another year of Wicked After Dark. You know, it was a bumpy road, but we made it. You know, it was up and down, more down than up, but
It was more roller coaster than a road, but you know.
It was a rough year.
it was.
Not
it was.
rough
For
like
podcasting,
bad,
at
but-
least.
We're really busy with life this year.
Yeah.
It felt
Yeah.
really uphill
Yeah. It's still up.
all year.
We haven't found the flat ground yet.
No.
You know what? I wish I could say that it's gonna
Get better.
not get better, slow down next year, but we're starting off with a bang in January into
Right.
February. So no, it's not. It's gonna be just as difficult.
Yeah.
So
Christmas
this
is tomorrow again.
Start shopping now, guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I hope everybody had a great Christmas and a good it'll be a
And a
great
good
new
New
year.
Year.
And I hope everybody has goals that they can achieve this year. You know, I know that this is the time of year that everybody hits the gym and swarms the gym, and then they're out the next week. So.
I told Gabe, I was like, hey, I'm starting my diet today, so technically it's not a new year, new me. I started before the new year. Doesn't matter if it's the day before.
too.
I started in 2024. Thank you.
Oh.
Be original.
New year.
You won't catch
same
me at the
old
gym.
You know what I'm gonna do different this year? Is set goals for myself that I think is achievable.
Oh, smart goals. Back
You know
to
what I'm
school.
saying? Not insane goals.
What's
You
the
know.
word I'm looking for?
Smart goal.
No. Never mind. I lost the word.
Okay, you lost it.
Attainable.
Attainable, within
Realistic.
reach. You know what I mean?
Realistic. There it is.
Don't set goals.
And shorter term, like maybe do
Short term.
Maybe not
quarterly,
like-
every 3 months. I want to be here. You know what I mean? Or and for everything that we
Let's
do.
not
but
put my goal out there. So 60 pounds in a month ain't realistic.
not realistic.
I heard Andy's goal is to give up pizza.
Soda. It should be soda.
Well, for Christmas, the one thing I really wanted, I didn't get this year.
Which
What's
was
that?
what?
Ozempic.
Ah.
I really wanted it.
She's like, I would have done anything.
Anything but work out and eat right.
You want you want to shit your pants, huh?
What? That's not what it does.
That's what I heard. I heard people be shitting their pants. On that.
Shit, if it make me skinny.
You're nuts, bro. I'm not willing to do that, and I've proven that.
Well, I am.
Nah. But anyway, Christmas came and went. That was interesting. I did work, so it sucked.
Yep.
Yeah.
I worked the next day as well, and it sucked even worse. But it was a good Christmas.
It was a quick Christmas. No one showed up till about 9:30. So.
Yeah.
We ate dinner and it was time to pass out gifts, because there's 1,000,001 kids.
Yeah.
So the tree's always filled, for
Yeah.
kids. And
Yeah. So, again, my favorite thing is watching the kids open up gifts and
yeah.
stuff, and very successful. You know what I mean? I'm very fortunate this year to be able to, gift the gifts that that I was able to gift. So everybody, I was pretty confident with everybody's gift this year, right?
yeah.
Nah, he sucked. No, just kidding.
Actually, like, yeah, sure, thanks.
Thanks for the blanket. I really needed it.
Oh,
Just kidding. Yeah.
hey man, I literally bought you all, like, you're an adult now. For your birthday, I got you pots and pans and
yeah.
a coffee machine.
Yes, sir.
But a specific. By the way, guys, there's not like these are specific brands. You know
It's
what I
not a
mean?
Mr. Coffee.
No.
It's a cheap. Okay, I have an espresso. Love coffee, so I really wanted my own actual espresso machine. So it's a beginner espresso machine.
Does it
I
work?
think I'm ready for the next step.
Damn, you just got it.
We're quick, man.
Damn.
Yeah, it works
It's
good.
broken already. She blew right through it.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I
She's
have
like,
a.
did you hold the receipt?
You still
Huh.
got it, right?
You ever seen Kicking and Screaming
Yeah.
with Will Ferrell and
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Mike Ditka? They're talking about the coffee and they're doing the different kinds. That's actually Americano, French.
It's
Yeah.
all different. You know, an Americano is all water with one shot of espresso in it.
Let's. You know what we could do right now, guys, before we get into this pod all the way is what was your favorite gift this year? And don't go based
Favorite
off.
gift?
Don't go based off like, oh, it's because they gave it to me. Like, what was like your most enjoyable? Oh man, I really
Well-
like that.
Don't know yet.
I had a birthday the week prior to Christmas. So that I would say I'm gonna do two.
Okay.
Okay. For my birthday, I would say my favorite gift I got. That was not for my birthday. I take it back. I would say the pans were my favorite. Just because I use those every day. And then for Christmas, I got that ice maker. Woo! I got an ice maker, guys. That shit.
I'm telling you,
smacks.
bro. You asked for all like home shit.
Yeah.
I don't have an ice machine at home. I have
No,
the
you
jacket
know what you
from
did is
guys.
all that shit's expensive, so now you don't have to buy it.
Right.
she's
And
like-
my mom was like, that's not a gift. That's like cooking, you know? I'm like, that's a gift for me. It's
Bullshit.
going to come out of my wallet.
That's right. That's right. What about you, Jess?
True.
Note to all of you: never buy your mom pans for a gift.
We know.
I guess I'm just built different.
We didn't need that note.
In case anybody outside of this podcast
My
was
favorite
thinking of
gift?
She's like, I didn't have
Hey,
one.
that's a pretty cool hat you're wearing.
Ash bought me this hat, guys. They came in late, but that's okay. That's
I
not her
ordered it
fault.
2 weeks before Christmas. It's not
It's
my
not your
fault.
fault, dude. They suck. We know. Probably. Damn. What did I get? I gotta think.
Fake. My favorite gift, Starbucks gift cards.
There it is.
Because even though I have 3 espresso machines and instant coffees, I still spend an
not
arm
enough.
and a leg at Starbucks.
My Starbucks gift card gone, girl. I'm gonna say the shoes I'm wearing. They're Jordan 4s, all black.
Fake.
I like shoes though.
That was really nice. What about you?
I don't have a favorite.
Oh, no, fool.
All
What?
my presents sucked evenly.
Hey, give me my stuff back.
Damn.
Give my
your
money
daddy.
back.
You know what? I got a lot of great gifts. Small gifts, but they're great. Like my pocket knife that Jessica bought me. It's like I
Small,
really
that
fucking
was.
like
You
it.
know how much that was? This fool.
What I mean by small is like you know what I
little.
mean.
Someone got an Ariat jacket and he wants to say it's small.
Small, yeah.
That's a hefty
But I'm
price
saying
tag.
like my knives that I got. I really like the knife that I carry for work every day now. You know, like I really like
His
a lot.
new carry work
My
knife.
jacket, my Ariat jacket, is legit. You know what I mean. I got some black boots.
Oh, you got you some
Cowboy
shit kickers.
boots, all right.
Yeah,
Not boots.
You know, that's what I'm saying. Like I don't think I have
Cowboy.
like that one.
Well, the
thing.
backpack's so
He got a
tough.
cowboy
Oh,
wallet.
damn,
If y'all
guys.
know what that is, y'all know.
I got a new tactical backpack for work.
Yep.
You know, so I think if I have to pick 3, it would be the backpack.
Damn, that fool said 3.
I don't even remember what
If I
I
have
got
to
for my
pick 27,
birthday, bro.
You got 2 pair of shoes for your birthday.
A
You got
shirt.
3 pair of shoes. You got your work boots from mom and dad.
Damn.
Oh, that's right.
And a bag to shoot
Yeah, people are gonna be like, you
arrows.
got work boots, bro? Trust me, bro. Work
They're
boots that I use are
expensive.
not cheap.
well, that's the most important thing. If you,
I mean,
100%.
everything we got's good because no one has. At the end of the day, no one has to buy you shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm definitely grateful for whatever I got.
Yeah, 100%. At the end-
If it came out of your hard-earned money, then that's already too much.
exactly.
Wow.
Exactly. Well said, Ashley.
you know
I
what?
like
And
that.
that's my point
'Cause I
every
work
year.
hard.
I never asked
I
for
work 60
anything.
plus a week.
I must say, I never asked for anything, and I always get the best gift.
You know what?
That's
I must
crazy.
say that even though you think that might be like a what you're doing is not noble for shit. I just want to let you know that. You're just making it really fucking hard for the guys.
Well,
that wanna
Right.
buy
You know,
something.
like in the old days, nobody ever gave a list. You just fucking bought people gifts. that you
Right.
Thought
But
they
it's a
would
little
like.
different, you know what I mean?
You guys are just extra as hell. So, you know,
Well, if you got me
you guys
something,
did a
I'm
great
not
job
gonna lie.
buying my gifts, and I gave you nothing.
Yeah, you're
I
welcome.
gave you no idea what I wanted because I don't want anything.
No, we just know you.
Because we're enough,
It's simple.
right?
Well,
It's simple.
you know, you have 4 kids and a
It's
wife.
simple. Yeah.
So when you say Dodger gear, well, that's 1, 2, 3,
Hey.
4. You're like,
7 days in a week, dog.
you're like, who got this shirt? Who got this shirt already? Oh, they don't got it in his size.
But
Yeah,
you
how to get it
know,
online.
going back to last week's theme, you know, and Andrew got me a
Star
Wars
Oh, that's his favorite gift.
collectible
It's
frame.
fake, bro.
Memorabilia.
It's fake.
It's
It's from Amazon.
It's authenticated.
Trust me, it's fake. Anyway, go ahead.
Anyways,
His
hater.
was jealous, bro.
Not even that. It's not about the gift. And he came up to me and asked me if I liked the gift. And the first thing I told him was, yeah, it's cool, but I'm glad he's here.
Who?
You know, this guy.
You were drunk.
I was not drunk.
Okay.
I only drank like 3 beers the whole night. I would have fell asleep if I was
Oh,
drunk.
because of his car accident.
Because of his car accident.
Okay.
To really talk about last week's theme, because, you know,
You said that and just said,
No.
I love you too.
No, it's just, you know,
You didn't
it just drives
tell
last
me
week's.
shit like that.
Well, you weren't in a car accident.
So I gotta be near death. All right.
Well, yeah, fool, what the
The
hell?
first time Dad said I love you to Justice, broke down
That
in
is
tears.
not true.
It wasn't the first
No,
time.
no, not the
You're
first time. I
making
take it
that
back.
shit
I take it
sound
back.
like Dad's
Obviously,
a
we
horrible
know my dad.
dude.
Obviously, we know Dad loves us, but we're not the type to be like, all right, love you, see you later. You
Yeah,
know?
that's weird.
So when Jessica
Shut up. That's not what you
Jessica
said.
graduated with her master's,
Bachelor's.
bachelor's, show off.
Yeah, well, he knew not to say that again because it fucking got
Hey,
there.
Jessica, he told Jessica, oh man, I'm proud of you. I love you, right? And Jessica said,
No, he called me and told me that. He wasn't even.
Jessica hung up like, oh shit, I'm gonna fucking cry right
I'd
now.
give you a tissue.
Well,
Fuck.
that just shows you what's important. You know?
Yeah.
You know,
And I did, you know, and I don't know if I was going to bring this up or not, but I did have an aunt that I'm not close to per se pass away, you know, right before Christmas. But I just found out about it because I'm not necessarily close to my mom's side of my family.
Yeah.
But it's
Necessarily, you're
not
not.
necessarily, you know what I mean. But I obviously I'm not the first person they reach out to let know that type of information. But
Yeah.
I did find out about it, and it just drives home the point because that family's struggling right now. They had to go through Christmas without their mom, or
Right.
you know, and it's my aunt, so you know I understand that this is not forever. So
100%.
enjoy it with the people you love and make it important. And the gifts are cool, but it's not what it's all about.
It's not.
Yeah.
But that ice machine right there,
But
that
the
really
Jordans are pretty
smashed.
cool
Yeah,
too, though. I
I
ain't gonna
like-
lie, I hadn't had some Jordans in a minute.
Yeah.
They got that off the clearance wall.
That's
Bullshit.
fine. That's the ones I like.
Shit.
You know how?
That was just good.
You know what
Hey,
it
hey,
is?
hey, 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 but go ahead, try to go buy those shoes I
My
got.
dad doesn't like the new. Our dad,
Er.
doesn't like the newer looks of the Jordans. Like
Nope.
you know,
I don't like all
fancy
that.
smashy.
He ain't into
He's
that
an
shit.
old school Jordan type of
Yep.
guy.
I don't like
Just for reference.
leopard print and
I don't like
just
it
goofy
either.
stuff. I don't like all that
Spray
shit.
paint looking shoes.
You give me some plain black shoes, I'm happy.
Yeah.
You know, it's
So overall, I think we had a pretty decent Christmas. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah, for sure.
No.
I think I was just driving that point home before the camera started rolling. I've worked 3 Christmases in a row, and I will officially be done with that.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not doing it anymore, man. Because it's like you think about the money, obviously, right? And don't get me wrong, on Christmas, I can't wait for Friday.
Yeah,
Right.
You know,
right.
but it's like it's not worth it.
Right.
You know, because
Yeah.
again,
How long
you're
is your
taking
kids gonna
time
be
out
that
and-
small?
And I just felt like
That
I
part.
wasn't at my best that night. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah,
was so
your
out of
attitude was
it,
a little
bro.
off.
I
Oh, we
was
were-
so out
Yeah, a
of it.
little
and
bit.
everybody was exhausted.
I got, I came home irritated because I sat in, actually, there was no traffic that day, but I tried to shower, and of course, it's 8 o'clock at night, and there's still people in the bathroom getting ready, you know what I mean?
Right.
So I was irritated as fucking hell, and I just went to sleep.
Yeah,
You
he
know,
was
but the point is, guys, I think we had a pretty legit Christmas. We got to, you know, be together and celebrate together, and yeah, you know,
It's like
Don't take it
what
for
we said
granted.
last week. The best part is just watching the kids open the gifts.
Oh,
Right.
100%.
And it's funny because Ethan did the funniest thing, and I will always remember. He opened my gift. He said, "Yay! Thank you for the box."
Oh.
'Cause it was wrapped in an Amazon box, me like that, and I was like, "No, open
just
the box."
open the box, bro.
Your
No.
mom, Your
Somebody,
mom talked to you well though. He got excited
dude,
over the
somebody
box.
wrapped his
Thank you for the box. And I was just like,
somebody wrapped his gift in one of my coconut water boxes.
"Oh yeah."
He's
yeah.
like, this is daddy's.
This is for
He's like,
daddy.
wait, I don't like
Yeah.
this. That's
I saw
right.
the funniest video.
Oh
It was
my
it was a
God.
little kid opening his present, and it was a bottle of ranch. So he got
Oh,
he
yep.
got to the thing. And he's like ranch.
Yep.
He's hugging the ranch. Like, oh my god.
Yeah. I think my kids had like reactions like that this year too, which
Yeah.
are
They
pretty
always have.
surprising.
They always have like really
Great
good
reactions.
reactions. Even if it's like a book. Ethan loves books, so every book he opened, I think I got him like 3 books this year, and he was just like, "Book, whatever," you know, like.
he
and I was
wants
just,
us to read it.
yeah, he wants us to read it to him, but so,
I'm
you
like,
know.
damn, all these books you would think you would know how to read by now, bro.
Yeah.
What are you, 4? Come on.
God, you should drive a car. It's
Right.
ridiculous. You're behind.
But
Nah, great
Kids.
year though, man.
Yeah.
Great year. Looking forward for the new year though, for sure. With the going into New Year's, the New Year's coming. I know we spoke about a little bit of the we're gonna do a recap, but before we do the recap of this year, what are some of the goals that you have set? And let's just not go personal. Let's go for the
Wicked?
company.
Can't say it out loud, fool.
Wicked After Dark. You know, where do you see, or where would you like to be? You know, Wicked, or even Wicked Tacos. You know what I mean?
For I think Wicked After Dark, more consistent, more content. I've officially started listening to other podcasts, guys.
Wow.
Wow.
And
'cause
I would say
don't.
we're pretty good. All right. I'm listening to these podcasts. And I'm like, oh, like talking about peanut butter and jelly sandwich on there
Oh,
for
you can talk
30
about
minutes.
anything, yeah.
Peanut butter
And
jelly
they're
time. Peanut butter jelly time.
Popular,
And they're serious
you
talking
know.
about that
It's the
jelly
number one
sandwich.
And
snack
I'm
in
just
America.
like, and I'm looking at Gabriel laughing his ass off, and I'm like, what is so funny about the PB&J,
Okay,
bro?
guys. Are
What is
easily
so funny
entertained,
about
dude.
that, right? I'm sitting there like, oh my god, this sucks, you know. We're pretty decent.
Yeah.
No. Well, I'm not saying we're bad. I don't think we're bad. It's just, content lacks a little bit.
Content's hard,
Yeah.
you know, when we have.
So then
We're
your
specific content.
your goal for 2025 would be for us to create more content to bring to the podcast.
Yeah.
What you'd mean, like, even if we have to go out somewhere and
Vlogs.
vlog or explore
Yeah.
I think
or whatever,
vlogging too is another big one. I
Also,
wanna do.
sorry, I know, guys. Anthony said, "Oh, maybe we'll vlog for Christmas." He lied.
Oh, I
Like
know.
I said, bro, I was
forgot
dead.
about that.
I was dead. I went to
totally
bed.
I brought it
forgot.
up.
You know what's crazy? We all worked that day, pretty much.
Yeah.
We all came home. I came home at like almost 7. Anthony came home at like 8. Yeah, that kind of sucked.
Yeah, it was rough, bro. It was rough.
Working on Christmas Eve should be illegal.
So that was for Wicked After Dark, the podcast. Where do you see Wicked Boutique? What would be a goal for Wicked Boutique? Whether that be, I don't know, Wicked Fest being bigger,
yes.
Wicked Boutique, honestly, already. Obviously, we're not at the best that we can be at,
we haven't been.
right? But like show wise, I think we're doing well with shows. I would say more.
This isn't you don't pat goal, honey, a goal. Don't pat yourself on the back.
Not a review.
I'm getting to it.
She's like, let
I'm
me pat
getting
myself
to
first,
it.
and let me talk about my
My
accomplishments.
goal is for us to bring out new merchandise, new
Like
design,
new designs or new
To stay
product.
fresh.
Both.
both.
Oh wow,
It's always hard to bring out new products,
100%.
though, because the world's evolving every day. You don't know what they're gonna like.
It's not just that; it's the fad, right? What's in?
Right?
Yep.
Is it fidget spinners again?
To
Is
imagine.
it cups? Is it you know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
that fad.
It's finding what the trend is. Yeah.
Yeah. What about you, Jess? What do you got for this year for
The
these
fushigi?
companies?
Dude,
Remember
I
that?
had one of those, dude.
I know.
I only knew one trick though, so that wasn't, Goal would just be growing bigger as a whole company. Like we're 3 companies technically.
Right.
We could have dark.
That's just for tax purposes.
Yeah, right. But Wicked is just one singular
Name.
name. Growing the
Covers it
taco
all.
business, growing us, Wicked Boutique personally. Like, even if it is doing more shows or
I think too, like
bringing out new products, like Ashley said.
I think my biggest focus, I think for the new year would be growing Wicked Tacos
Uh-huh.
because we do a lot with that company, and I think it's time to give it
An actual shot.
give it an
give it
actual
its,
shot.
Yeah.
Give it what it deserves.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Give,
Give
it
it
the
its
extra
flowers.
push. Right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
I think that's 100%.
That sounds exhausting.
Jessica,
yeah.
Jessica Nate has a good point though in saying, yes, we do have the 3 separate companies, but really we're wicked, right? So
We're
growing
wicked.
growing in general,
Hey,
right?
We're wicked.
So growing in general. This was
For
throwing
those
up
listening,
gang
she was
signs over
doing
here,
some
dude.
You're
strange
doing
hand
W's,
signs.
dude.
Not this way though, because I want to get
No,
over.
we
it.
West Coast, dog.
Anyways, growing the companies as a whole, whether
Yeah.
it's the pod, whether it's the food, whether
It's
it's,
just
the
growing
company.
all of them together.
Right. And those of you guys and a lot of you guys that watches, you know how hard it is to do that, man, and expand and continue to move forward with the freshness, I
Yeah.
know we threaten to change up shit all the time, but it's like, okay, what approach do you take? It's so hard. I think a goal for me, and both of you guys said it really well. For example, for Wicked Boutique, I think would just be to hit the road again. I
Yeah.
feel like when we did do traveling, you met new people. You got your company out in that area a little bit better. One of the reasons we went to Florida a lot, because you got to be in front of new eyeballs. And sometimes, or not sometimes, when we were there, you'd get people that came back to you like, "Hey, I saw you last year."
Yeah.
It's just one of those cool things. Or whether we're in Florida or in Arizona, or maybe make it to Texas this year, whatever. Right? It's just doing more shows and getting our name out there further. And that will obviously help with the podcast and
Belgium.
all that stuff. And then as far as the podcast goes, like you said, Ash, is just creating more content, more to talk about, more Halloween and shit. Because
Yeah.
I ruined. I'll take blame this year's. I ruined our Halloween this year because I was working graveyards.
Yeah.
You know, and my schedule was super messed up, dude. You know, so it was like, fuck, I don't have time for shit. You know what I mean? I'm not. Yeah, so it was rough.
Yeah.
You know, so but I think throughout the year, trying to create that content to talk about, whether it's doing a vlog style or doing it and coming back and talking about it and plugging in things, and then also, you know, to add on to the podcast, hopefully our guys over here learn a little more. Maybe we can start plugging stuff into the show. You know what I mean? Maybe they start watching other podcasters and say, "Oh man, that was a cool effect, or that was entertaining. How can we do that?" Right?
Yeah.
So I really want the podcast to grow.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and then lastly, of course, our food. I have major goals this year for our food, and again, thank you for everybody that does support the food because you guys eat it like you like it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So.
And it's funny, we eat the food at least twice a month, you know?
Yeah.
And I go, when people are like, oh my God, it's so good. I'm like, I'm so tired of it, you know,
Yeah.
because you eat it all the time and cook it all the time and smell it and you work
Yeah,
with it. So it's
that's
like,
funny.
oh,
Right,
you know?
right. And then we're always going to be our biggest critic. You know
Right,
what I mean?
100%.
Oh, of course. We'll be like, that tasted nasty
Yeah.
today.
I'm like,
And then
Mom,
people
you
are like,
burned
I
everyone's
loved it.
butt with that salsa.
And it's like, why?
Right. So I think in general, again, as a whole, I just want to be able to grow each company in their own little way. You know what I mean? And so if whether we're bringing new product or start traveling more, whether we're covering more areas for content and for the food, where does
Yeah.
the food lie? You know what I mean? Like I said, it's time to give it its candles. It's proven itself over and over again.
Right.
We know what the potential is for it. People like it. We like it. You know what I mean? So it's time.
Right.
You know,
Monster
it's time.
mash burrito or what?
Monster mash, maybe some carne asada fries.
Ooh.
You know what I mean? I don't know.
Ooh.
Keep your eyes peeled. You never know. You know what I'm saying?
Guac
But
sauce.
yeah, man, it's just. I think the big. I hate New Year's, the holiday, right? Because it's such a lame ass, boring thing to do.
Drink.
But the freshness is what I like. Being able to start
Restart.
fresh.
Yeah.
The
Like a restart. Okay,
restart
let's do
button.
this shit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, what about you, Dad? What are you thinking over there?
That sounds like a lot of work. All that stuff you just said. I need to find a
He's
way.
like, I already work a lot, dude.
I'm trying to figure out a way to clone myself so I can get some another person out here. No, but for real, you know, my goal is always to make things better, to make things stronger, go better, get bigger. The goal is not to work forever for somebody else. The goal is not to, you know, the goal is to work for ourselves, have our own things, and do what we want to do.
Right.
Right.
So, that being said, we already work hard, but that's what we're working towards is to
Yeah.
do something better,
How many,
bigger.
what year is this with Wicked? 4?
For
Do you know what they say? It's
5.
5th year?
that'd be
5.
5 years.
I don't know. What did you tell me?
After,
Seven?
Well, it takes
after
5 years to make it?
years.
Yeah, takes 5 years.
Well,
This is
fuck, here we are.
Make it
Well,
or
it
break
takes 5
bro.
years to turn a profit, not
turn
make
a
it.
profit.
Fun,
not
not
to-
us. I'm just kidding.
Make it.
You know,
Describe a profit though.
there's
Profit
a
could be $1.
lot of
I ran a $7 million restaurant and lost money. So
there's a lot of things that we can work on as a group to make it better, you know. And then that's another thing that I wanted to add is for yourself, right? Like, I know we're not going to get into the personal, but
I'm like, well,
you can do better for yourself to help the company succeed. You know, Jessica, me, my dad, you know, there's something that we didn't do this year that we can definitely do moving forward, right? Being more involved, being more active, being whatever it is. So there's those personal goals as well, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? We can all say, oh, well, I work 60 plus hours a week, so don't bug me. I live too far. Whatever, right? We can continue those excuses. But the reality is, the reality of it is these are our companies, and if we want them to succeed, you have to put in the work. You know what I mean?
Yup.
yep.
Mark Cuban says it all the time. You know, you're not gonna get rich working 40 hours a week. You're not.
Nope.
You're not. Jeff Bezos didn't either, and they're both fucking billionaires. You know what I mean? So, yeah, moving forward, let's do an end of the year recap, man. Quickly though, recap of 2024. What was your favorite part of 2024? Who wants to go first?
Jessica, go.
No, I don't got mine yet.
I got one.
All right,
I
go
got
ahead.
one, and this is kind of a not sentimental.
Food just go. Fool.
So my favorite part was getting accepted finally into Midsummer Scream last
yeah,
year.
right.
You know,
Yeah.
for me it was like a goal that we worked very hard for,
Mm-hmm.
and very very much so to get into there and to get that email last year was like
This year.
Yes.
That was this year, technically.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. This
Oh,
year.
yeah, this year, yeah.
Technically, we're still in the same year.
This
Yeah.
past year.
Well,
In
actually, no,
2024.
because we got accepted in December
Did we?
last year. We paid in January.
Oh, okay. But to be able to get into that, you know what I mean? As hard as we were working, 'cause we were grinding, bro. You know, I don't care what anybody says. We were grinding. We're putting in the work. You know what I'm saying? So to finally be able to do it and to get there and for it to, because I'm not gonna lie, everybody's like, it's kind of like it's probably gonna be underwhelming. You know what I mean? No. To get there and to experience, I talked about the experience. You know, to see that level of professionalism and from the staff to the organization, dude. I mean, it was just another level,
Yeah,
bro.
it
You
was,
know,
yeah.
so to experience that for me was probably the highlight of my year. And for somebody that throws events, for people that throw events, they definitely set a bar where it's just like, man, I hope to just even nick it. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Because we do our events, and I know we try our absolute best to keep it as organized and as professional as possible. Well, let me rephrase that, on the day of, because we know we suck prior to it.
On the day
But-
of, we professional, right?
but yeah,
even
so-
if we have little spats.
That for sure was the highlight for our company, I feel, is to be able to do that event and to enjoy it to the level I did.
Yeah.
100%.
So that was my highlight.
Next.
Professionally, my highlight, obviously working Midsummer Scream was different. You weren't there all 3 days.
No, I worked Friday,
That shit was gnarly.
but I did go Thursday.
It was gnarly,
So did
you know,
we.
from the setup to Midsummer Scream was just a
From setup to
huge show.
breakdown, dude.
You know, I didn't do Creep by Econ this year because
She
I
wanted to have a
was
baby and
I had
shit.
gave birth, so that was another highlight of my year. You know, bringing Ryder.
Oh, right.
That was this year?
That was this year.
Yeah, dude.
February.
First birthday's coming up.
That kind of, yeah. That was nuts.
So yeah, this year was hard to manage. Obviously, being a new mom.
You know what? I think that's it's not a fun topic, but a crazy topic to overcome, because there was a time where we kind of slumped. Because of all the new mom, new baby, Ashley's missing in action, you know, and no fault to you.
Missing in action. I
No
fucking
fault to
birthed
you.
a human.
You know, it's just that was a certain time for us in that year where it was just like, well, don't say Ashley you're doing shit to this
Yeah.
company, you know what
Well,
I'm saying? Because
It's kind of like removing a gear from the motor. you know?
Right.
It's like, oh, well, it's not going to run as good as it does when everybody's engaged, right?
right. So
So
it
that
was
was that was hard, man.
Hard to manage.
Yeah, getting used to it and all that, but we found our way finally. He's
Yeah.
about to be one now, so
Yep.
Yeah.
shit, we're in full works for that.
we're in
you know
full
what I mean?
work for a whole fiesta.
Don't worry, guys.
I have a whole PowerPoint presentation
Invites will be sent out soon.
for the lucky few.
Ah,
Ooh.
relax.
Just kidding.
Yeah, that's nuts. Already, I'm gonna have a 1-year-old, and
Goes by quick.
I'll start crying.
I got a 32.
I
I got a
9-year-old.
32-year-old.
Yeah, exactly.
I got a
No,
9-year-old, bro. And
That's
it breaks
true.
my heart.
Yeah.
Luckily, she's a very big daddy's girl.
Yeah.
So she has no
I thought
problem.
you were gonna say big bully because I was
No.
like,
So she has no problem with showing me love and all that,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
The day that stops, though, you're going to see me on the ground in pain worse than I was with gallstones.
Maybe the next couple years, dude. 'cause
Oh,
she's
it's
about to
coming.
hit
Oh, yeah.
double
Teenagers.
digits this year,
Teenagers.
dude.
she's gonna be like, Dad, no more daddy.
Dad,
Oh.
don't talk to me like that.
Don't even bring it
Hey,
up. Next, go ahead.
she's going to be like, Anthony,
Damn.
man.
are you picking me up from school, Anthony?
Where are you at?
Can my mom come get me?
Oh,
You're embarrassing.
so anyways, your highlight was what?
Yeah, well,
You
yeah,
know, bringing in my son to the world.
That was a big one. That was a big
And-
milestone.
You know, Midsummer Scream was just huge for us.
Oh,
Honestly,
yeah,
a
I
big
think-
accomplishment for company wide and for us, you know, personally, because we used to take it personal. Like, they don't want us. They don't want us to be a part of it.
And to
They don't
piggyback
like
off of that really
us.
quick, guys, is if you still haven't got in, guys, continue to apply, man.
Keep going.
Continue to apply.
Yeah, we
Time
applied
has
for like
come.
Don't
4
let that
years
stump
before we
you in
got
your
in,
tracks,
yeah.
bro. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But anyway, yeah.
100%.
Jess?
Mine's gonna be the same. It's somewhere.
Oh,
But
no.
mine has a little
Mom.
twist on it, bro.
Biter.
I think when we brought our tote bag
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
and seeing people run to our booth for it, that
That's
was
crazy.
probably the best.
Before we
thing.
open?
Before we opened, that was probably the best thing I've ever seen.
You're
Like,
welcome.
I was just.
What can I say? I'm just kidding.
Anyways.
It's a team effort.
Yeah.
You know,
I'll tell you my highlight.
That was nuts,
That was
bro.
probably like the
It
best thing.
was.
Like, you want my product? Like,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
I remember panicking because
Something-
I think I was like, I told my dad, I don't know, let's order 8.
Yeah.
You know, let's start with 8 or 10 or 8, whatever it was. And he was
12,
like,
I think.
There's 12.
something like that. And I was like, let's just try it. You know, I don't want to spend a bunch of money
Sold
on
out
it.
my
And
first 5
Well,
you know,
the
not
thing
make a
is
profit.
that the bags you guys are using are very expensive bags.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not like you're using some, you know,
Cheaper brand.
branded bag.
Right.
So
So I was like nervous, and I remember we put it on the shelf. Not even, I think the day
We're
before.
fixing the display, yeah.
And they're like, how many of those do you have? And I was like, like 8, you know, we'll see how it goes. And they're like, can you save us 3 for tomorrow? And I just like, that's like half the
Like, hold up,
product.
what
Like,
you
hold
mean?
on, yeah. So I remember the next day I'm texting her, like, if whoever can find me these bags locally, like, you'll win.
Which
you
we
know?
did.
Which we did. But that was just nuts. And we had people texting us, like,
Dude.
can you hold on
Please
to it? I'm
save
in
this
line. Because
bag.
there's a
That
line to get in.
I think that was the highlight of the year, just having that
The
hot
hot
product.
item.
Yeah.
There was a bag. I think it was my personal bag, you know, because, you know, you got to get high off your own supply. And I had one. And I had just had it sitting there. And I was like, oh, we sold down to like, there's one right there. Oh, that's
my bag.
That's my
Hey,
bag.
because if Dad was there, he would have been like, take your shit out.
Yeah.
Hey, you see
No.
Ashley coming out of
The
the silver
plastic.
in a plastic bag.
In a plastic bag. And there's another one where I had a stain on the back. And I was
I'll
like,
take
oh,
it.
it's stain. Like, I'll take it. I was like, all right, I'm not giving you no discount. I'm just kidding.
You know, I
Yeah.
think for us it was nuts when I had to stand out in front of the booth.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it was crowded in there, bro, to work.
What? Oh, okay.
We have some
You
technical
scared me.
difficulties back there.
No.
Oh, okay.
He made an ugly face and it scared us. Like, wait, what?
Let's
Yeah,
not lose
these guys
this
have been
one.
on fire for a minute. Yeah, so when I had to stand out there and I got that video, you know, I was like, dude, this
Oh,
is
yeah.
fucking nuts. And I felt bad because I was like, fuck, where do I stand, dude?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
at
You
one
feel
point,
awkward?
but
Like,
at one point I was
oh.
like, fuck it, I'm gonna have to stand right here. They're gonna have to work around me, bro, because
Yeah.
fuck
I think
that. There's
too
too many
is-
people and I can't see their hands, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then because everybody's in line to try to pay, and there's two of
Yeah.
you guys taking payment.
Yeah.
Did we struggle with Wi-Fi there too? I think
No.
we did. No, it wasn't
No.
there. Oh, okay. But it was nuts, bro.
It was
and then
nuts,
for
and
the
then I'm trying to
bags.
look chingona with my dogs, my cucaracha stompers back there, and I'm stumbling everywhere. Like, oh my,
This year-
help me out.
This year I'll have a little notepad though with all the prices, because when people are like, yeah, how much? I'm like, oh shit.
Anthony-
Ashley,
yeah,
Ashley,
yeah.
she's over there behind the booth. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
bro.
She's behind the booth 10 feet away from me. I'm in the fucking walkway. You know what I mean? I'm like, Ashley,
Yeah.
put this one right here. Oh, $3 or whatever it was. You know. So again, just overall,
Yeah.
great experience, man.
Yeah.
I did get to see Murdy again. That was awesome.
Yeah, he walked by the booth.
That was
He
awesome.
did, he did.
I went to the
Awesome.
panel.
I would think he would know us by now. You know, but I'm just kidding. We're
He'll be on next year,
nerds.
actually.
Let me tell you the highlight of the year, though. That's great highlights, and those are all great goals that were achieved. There's one highlight that sticks out in my mind more than anything that happened this year, and that was the drive home from Wicked Fest.
Woo!
Mine was quick.
Shout out to
That's a
us
good
for making
highlight.
it home, huh?
That was the scariest drive maybe of
Dude,
all time, bro.
bro.
Like, we
We
were
I
so
all,
think-
tired.
we all almost died.
Yeah, that was a zombie drive right there.
That
I
was the
didn't even eat
scariest
that
drive
night.
I've ever done, for sure.
You didn't? We did.
I had to get off the freeway. First of all, I got smacked because I was
Dozing off.
zoned out.
Well, you had my kids in the car
I had
too.
the kids in the car, and my wife smacked me because she said I wasn't. I don't know what the hell was going on.
He was asleep.
So I immediately got off the freeway and bought something to drink because I was like, "Oh no, this is not
Bro.
good.
Dude,
this is not good."
Dude. I
we were
almost
so-
socked Andrew in the
but
back
bro,
of the head,
but
but that would have
between-
made it worse.
But between the lack of sleep and the massive amount of heat and the standing behind the grill all
Oh,
day,
yeah.
it was
Bro.
rough.
It
And
was
the-
to the
and
point
the
that we're over
fucking-
on the other side.
Yeah, the
Nah,
drive-
bro.
yeah.
Look at next year. Shit rolls down here hill. By the way, I'm not driving the U-Haul. Andrew.
Me either, Andrew.
Andrew got a new truck this year. He's like, I'm taking my truck. Yeah, I got a new truck too, but I didn't get to take mine. Anyways,
Yeah.
so I got stuck driving that piece of shit. Bro, I swear to God. I swear to you, there was times where I would black out and I'd come back in and be like, oh shit, I'm driving. Like that.
Oh,
dude.
yeah,
Like, oh
that's
shit.
bad,
Yep,
dude.
it was
And then
bad.
I'm passing a car. I'm like, what the? Like, dude, I was so out of it, bro.
And then the cars would
But I
scare
still
you.
managed to come home and eat a fucking In-N-Out.
That's right.
Yeah,
we
me.
still managed to come home and
I
eat
had to
In-N-Out.
drive my own car because Gabe met me there with the baby, and I think we're on the freeway, and I was following him or something, and I remember calling him because I was like, I'm falling asleep, dude. Like, I can't keep my eyes open. He's like, roll the windows down. I couldn't. It was bad. Like, I was like,
And you live down the street.
yeah. I like 25 minutes from there. I was like, ugh.
Dude, it was so
It was rough.
scary.
We got home. I got in the shower, laid on the couch, and I knocked out.
Yeah.
It was crazy. And then on top of the big old rash you got in between you.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Shit.
Top of having a 6-month-old at the time, waking up
yeah.
in the middle of the night. I was up at 4 a.m.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It was gnarly.
That
It
had
was
to
definitely.
But we're
though,
ready.
Yeah.
Hey, but we're ready. That's right.
But I just think that.
yeah.
at
No, the
end
best
of
part was when all of our team went down at the taco booth.
Oh, my
That was good. That was good. Everybody
was
took a break at
scary.
the same time.
That was bad
You know
because
what I
somebody
mean?
should have called me because I was the only one that was supposed to take a break.
Yeah, well, everybody did.
Well, I have a cell phone.
Yeah, it was good. That was good.
I think I
He
knew we
wasn't
were
in there. He
trouble.
didn't understand the heat. All
Oh,
right.
I don't have to be in there. I understand. It's just you know what I'm saying? Either we close the booth for 10 minutes or yeah, they don't do that shit again. That was
I don't know.
horrible.
I know we were in trouble when I was standing. So I don't know what I was doing, and I started hyperventilating a bit.
Bro.
I can't breathe.
You remember when I came to the booth and I had to sit down? That was me. I was like,
couldn't
why am I breathing hard?
I couldn't catch her.
Damn.
Now stand behind the grill for 8
And I
hours.
couldn't calm down. And I was like, if I don't calm the fuck down, I'm gonna
You're gonna
black
pass out.
out.
The best part though
That
was
happened to me too,
when
yeah.
I was like on ice that day, and I ran it back and forth with my buddy to get ice like 30 times, right?
Yeah.
So the last time I just went across the street to the liquor store and bought all their ice.
Yeah.
But when I went across the street, I could see the outside view of the boulevard and all the traffic, bro.
Mm-hmm.
To see that, dude, I was like, this, like,
Crying?
Tears from
Hey,
my
but you didn't
eyes,
take a
bro.
picture for us to all
I
cry.
had bags of. We literally bought all the ice that they offered.
Oh, damn.
I told my dad, I
shout
said,
out
dude,
Sergio for
this is
actually
it.
helping us out because I would have been like, hell, I'm going home.
Anybody else who wants awas, hot. Sorry. You know what I mean? 'Cause
Yeah.
I literally went to the liquor store and I talked to the guy and he was like, hey man, is this it? He's like, that's it. I take it all. I even bought a broken bag.
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, but like I'm saying, but that drive home just drove home to me like what we're capable of doing no matter what.
Right.
Right.
Even if we're behind, even if we're
Up all
not as
night.
prepared as we'd like to be,
I'm not doing it no more.
You know,
we get it done.
yeah, I think I like how we were able to come together that day specifically and pull it off, you know, because
Yeah.
again, there is so many moving parts.
Yeah.
There's just so many moving parts when it comes to something like that. So to see it come together and to be able to pull it off,
Yep.
right? Because everybody's exhausted, bro.
Yeah.
Everybody that day, everybody has that card in their back pocket to say, "I'm tired."
Yep.
Well, today you have that card, you know. So, but for everybody to be able to pull it off, and you're setting up decor, we're setting up booths, 3 booths. You know, we're setting up the banners. You know, setting up the stage
Setting up the event.
in general.
Yeah.
Right. So to be able to pull it off,
Load in.
like you just said, it shows a lot about how we're able to come together and do
Yeah.
that. So.
With that being said, shout out to all the other folks out there who throw their own events.
Oh, yeah.
And,
Yeah.
we understand and respect all the grind that they go through as well. So
With that being said, keep an eye out
yes,
because there might be something dropping.
there might be something wicked coming this way, huh?
Yeah,
Sure.
there will
Yeah, there will be
be. Just agree.
Yes.
something wicked.
Shake your head.
Sure.
It's just
that's
like
new to
crazy
me.
because I could, going back to that day,
Horrible.
I drink
bro.
Gatorade, I drink water, liquid IV.
What didn't we drink?
Who
coconut
threw
water.
up though? Did anybody here throw up?
No.
And
Andy threw up.
Andy, you
Fuck,
weenie.
Weak.
dude.
we sent him behind the grill. You weaky lean.
You fucking
First time-
Oscar Mayer
first time ever, too.
winner.
First time
It
ever.
was only like 1:30 back there, fool.
Shoot.
Ah.
That was the hottest. Like I think
Yeah,
I
it
was
was hot in
purple.
there. Yeah.
Pretty
We,
sure.
did, we do a lot and we still aren't 100% satisfied,
Right.
with how we looked. So
Yeah.
next year, hopefully, this is the year. Well, everything's
but-
set up perfectly.
So that, continuing the recap though again, Wicked Fest.
Shout out
Grateful.
to our amazing vendors, but please stop showing up early. I love you guys, like we love the vendors we work with, the people we choose for Wicked Fest. But don't come early because that throws me off bad. I'm just like, oh crap, everyone's early. Like,
Yeah. No, but without them, dude, this ain't nothing.
There's no
we
event.
ain't
For sure.
nothing. So
There's
Yeah.
no doubt about
just
your
so
vendor.
appreciative for our event, man, and for everybody that's
shout
a part.
out to
And
everybody
when I
who
say
came.
our event, I mean the vendors and everybody. It's our
yeah,
event.
you guys are a
It's
part
an
of
event
it. Without you guys,
thrown by vendors for the vendors. You know,
Yes.
so
Okay, slogan.
that's just something.
slogan.
You like that?
I like trademark.
Yeah.
So that's just something
Trademark.
that we want to continue and we take very big pride in.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
because again, it's for the vendor. It's for the vendor at the end of the day, man. So
Hundo.
anyway, continuing out throughout the year, we had Midsummer, we had ours, all the other great events. October
October
Villages were in there.
Always bangers.
Oh, just a
Always,
good time
always,
this year,
dude.
man. So
A lot of us shows. We did a lot of shows.
yeah, so considering all that though, was last year better than the year prior?
100%.
Yes.
1,000%.
I would agree.
Business wise,
I would agree, 100%.
show
man.
wise, just everything.
I think attendance wise too. There's a lot of shows that I think gave up
yeah.
coming one year to the next, and attendance bounced back pretty well this year. I think in general.
You know, I think beyond the attendance, the money was spent.
right?
So
right.
and again, shopping small really does help. I know we mentioned that a lot, but I think overall it was a way better year than the previous year
Yeah.
for business. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
it's this month is the official 1 year anniversary of the shop closing down. So to be able to have a bounce back year after we leave the shop is definitely a good feeling as far as for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, all right, cool, we made the right move.
Yeah.
Because we did have a great year. A lot of shows, a lot of great shows. Every show we do is great, whether you do good financially or not, because you get to meet new people. You get to socialize with your buddies. There's always something good in these shows.
Yeah.
Always beyond the finance. So
Yeah, I think too. It's just the people we come across as far as our customers and people that like our product that let you know about it and feels good to have somebody want your product or to say they follow you or they like your podcast
Right.
or whatever it is. They're a fan of your podcast. They like your product. They like your food. To have anybody like anything you do is a blessing.
Right.
So all those people that come out and support us, big thanks to them.
Yep. Anything else you want to add for the wrap up?
I don't.
Just,
You know what?
Go ahead, Anthony.
Before we do wrap it up, though, shout out to our wives, our husbands, our significant others, our direct family, man, for putting up with us throughout the year, dude, because it is a long
And helping.
year when it comes with Wicked Boutique, and a lot of you guys don't even see them, but they have a big input on what we do here at Wicked Boutique. Our Wicked Tacos, Wicked Boutique,
Taco
all that
prep.
stuff. So
It's all behind the scenes.
it's all behind the scenes stuff, and I feel they don't get enough credit for it. But you know what?
Yep.
Without them guys,
We're nothing.
we're like I said, we're up here. You see us at shows and stuff, but again, the team's big, man.
Yeah.
The team's big. So shout out to all of them, and thank you so much for sticking with us,
Right.
and be ready for another wild year.
Yeah. Wilder
real.
year, yeah.
Yeah. So, anyways, we're gonna wrap up 2024. Leave that in the past. Move forward into 2025.
That's right.
And with that being said,
We're
Ash,
going to move into our next segment. Today's killer is going to be Theodore Robert Bundy. Need a tissue?
all right.
Do you like it when I do something different? But you like it when you mess up?
Killer's Corner.
Yeah, that threw me off. Low key, I was like,
Just go with it. That's you
I
sounded
was,
good.
I
Killer's
was.
Corner.
I was waiting for her to say that. Yeah.
It's our.
I really like that little sound effect.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but next
You're
time I'm
welcome.
not trying
It's
nothing new.
mysterious.
I liked it, bro. I liked it. I went with it. That was good shit.
Anyway.
Just don't look at Andrew. Andrew, because he'll make you feel like you're an idiot. Like
Right,
you
right.
missed it.
You know what?
You missed
Well-
it.
Hey, yeah.
I'm like, what?
Stupid ass.
You're
You
gonna
threw
have
him
to give
off.
him a sign, like our own personal, like.
It's not that hard to pick up on the cue, bro.
He,
What are
did
we
you not
talking
see
about?
how he looked?
Ted Bundy.
Ted Bundy.
His
Zac
actual name's
Efron.
Theodore.
This was his Zac Efron.
Zac Efron, yes. He
You know
did
what? I'm
portray
kind of
him.
sick and tired of talking about weirdos, bro. When do we get to talk about like butterflies or something? Unicorns
Butterflies,
and like,
yeah.
bullshit. I'd be it's kind of hard for me to sleep at night
Ah,
after a podcast night. I'm like, oh shit.
I'm a little
Liar,
spooked out.
dude.
Babe, turn on my night
Oh.
light.
Speaking of that, I drove by the Wineville Chicken Coop area,
Yeah.
what we talked about on the very first one we did.
Uh-huh.
It's just a bunch of older houses now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is literally down the street from us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But it's like, there's really no remnants of like a farm or whatever. it
Yeah.
was.
Oh, yeah, it was years ago.
Yeah. But
No,
the houses are older that are on that property.
Yeah.
Anyway, trigger warning. Sensitive.
Shit, as always.
As always, sensitive
Like
topics.
I said, hopefully
Very.
one day we talk about like
Butterflies.
unicorns or something.
Yeah. Well, we
Whenever
did the
we-
first half, we're sappy and.
Yeah, we did all that crap.
I
There's a
love
couple.
my
Oh, we're
family.
still. Oh, that episode didn't air. Shit.
No, we're gonna have to reshoot that one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's coming
that
next.
was, that was the one that got deep. I was like, oh shit.
Anyway, today's killer's corner is Ted Bundy, a notorious killer back in the early 20s. I said back in the 20s. in the early 20s. This one, he is
no.
what?
1970s.
Do you want to take the seat?
Was he in the, was
want
he
to
in his
send
was he in his 20s?
No. Damn, I messed up. My bad.
Well, I mean,
Low
let's-
key fool. I was. You see how I was going with it though. I was
Yeah, I
going
was
with it.
going
dog.
with
You
it
see,
too,
you just
but in
go
my
with
head,
something
I
like
was just
that.
like,
You know what it
Low
is?
key though, I was like, wait a minute. I know I saw a couple snippets of the movie and they didn't make it look like the 20s.
I read, you know what it is? I read something with January 20th, and I went with the early 20s. My bad, y'all.
Restart.
Hold up. Hey, you know where you get your assholeness from? Your daddy. You gotta put people on blast like that.
well, let's just get like some facts correct.
You know what, Jim? You want to
I can't wait to watch this one back because my face was low key like.
Yeah, low-key, I was confused too,
19s.
but I went with it. I was just like, okay,
Oh,
20.
yeah,
so
yeah, right.
You know what? Y'all take the lead.
I was like, pretty sure they were like,
We don't know how to read.
Obviously, illiterates.
Obviously, you don't either.
oh,
Anyway, he was an American serial killer and rapist and kidnapped, women as well. He murdered dozens of young women and girls during the 1970s. Dozen.
Wow.
Dozen. After more than a
Dozens.
decade of denials, he confessed to 30 murders, and total number of his victims are likely to be higher.
Shit.
Massive.
Yeah, dude, he was just extra freaky. He was into what was the word? Necrophilia?
Yep.
If you don't know what that is, look it up.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get into that.
Yeah, we ain't gonna get into that, but that's some again,
Weird
bro.
shit.
Fuck, man. I
Yeah.
really don't like this.
I mean, if
It
They-
makes my
they even
skin
said-
crawl.
They even said like unofficially they think his account is over 100.
over 100 unofficially. Yeah.
unofficially, yeah.
If I was him, now this is gonna sound morbid
That's
as
a lot.
shit. If I was him, I'm just gonna give it. They already gave me death penalty.
Right.
I'm gonna go all out. I'm gonna go down as the man. You know what I mean?
You would think, you know what? That's the good thing. You would think like, oh, I'm already caught. I'm already on death. You might as well just confess to everything.
I mean, he is so sick in the head, okay? So when he went to court, when he went to trial, he fired his lawyer and defended himself in court. He was
Oh,
his
that went good, I heard.
Lawyer. He was his own lawyer, okay? He escaped from prison.
Oh shit!
Oh yeah.
And he left and he didn't get caught for 6 days.
Yeah.
He had to come back because he was in the mountains and got too cold out there.
Yeah.
But yeah, he
He's
escaped.
like, can I get a blanket?
So what he did was when in his cell, he had a vent on top of his cell. So he would look at it and measure it, and he was too thick at the time to fit through the vent. So what he did was he starved and he didn't eat and he lost a lot of weight and he forced himself through that vent and escaped.
Wow.
But that wasn't the first time he
Wow.
escaped.
No.
During his first court session, this man went into a room, acted like he was on the phone because he needed to use the phone because he saw an open window in that room. Jumped out that window, it took off.
Wow.
So yeah, he's
How long
not-
was he? Did he get away for that time?
I didn't read it yet.
Oh, okay.
And this and this is why now when these killers come into court, they got like chains around their ankles, around their.
Oh, yeah, you see
they're
that one
super
guy?
on their waist. They're super chained up.
What a waste
Yeah.
of resources. Bust a cap in his ass and call it a day, bro.
That's crazy.
Louis.
But again, going back to this guy, dude, necrophilia. Again,
Rape,
he's
murder.
targeted women, rape. You know what I mean? Murder. Sick, bro. Sick. Does this? It always brings me back to this because I see a lot of this in my job. When you see that tweaker, right? We call them tweakers, or people on drugs talking to somebody. Is there really somebody there
For them, yeah,
for
for
them?
sure.
You know what I mean? Is it something darker than what we're seeing, or
Is it in their
is it in their head? To be again as a human to be able to pull something like that off, dude,
Yeah.
over 30 times.
Yeah.
Allegedly over 100.
That's rough.
There's something wrong there for sure. Your
Where
average
was
person
where
can't
was this
comprehend
out of? What state?
the state of delusion.
Well, his murder spree was from one of the more popular things was like in Utah.
Oh, okay.
That's where his
Seattle,
stomping
Oregon.
Yeah, that's where his stomping grounds.
Northwest. The
Florida?
Northwest.
No.
Question mark?
No.
Maybe.
No, I thought he
where
went down there one time.
He,
I think he went
he
one
was.
time.
That's where he died for just Florida State Prison.
Okay.
He was actually electrocuted.
Executed, baby.
Yeah. He got death row
They rolled on too.
and he got shocked.
Did he choose the electric chair, or was that just a form of death?
I'm not 100% sure.
They should have stayed with that.
I think that was just
It sounds painful.
I don't think you get to choose the way you die.
Oh fuck,
What do you think?
Not anymore.
They
Now
got
it's
an
all
option?
now it's all the needle.
Yeah.
lame.
Yeah.
I mean, he was a very smart man, charming.
He went to
and
law
that's
school.
that's how he got away with a lot of it, and how he picked up on the women was, he was handsome.
Yep.
You know, what I've picked up from talking to all these Killer Corner segments is that every individual we talked about has had a pretty smooth, it's not like you're snatch and grab and kill them.
Yeah.
It's like I'm gonna convince you to come with me,
Yeah.
like the clown character that we talked about, and
Yeah.
another guy he'll convince, let's do a magic trick.
Oh.
Now you're dead. So that's what these all have in common, is that they're all very smooth and smart,
Persuasive.
some even educated. He said law school, you know what I'm saying? So they're using that to their advantage,
yeah.
and it's scary, bro. It's scary. It makes it that. Honestly, I'd rather deal with a snatch and grab kind of person, because they're they're gonna mess up.
Yeah.
These guys are precise.
Yeah.
Very well planned out.
Everyone except for Richard Ramirez. He was
Yeah.
just a burglar.
Yeah, it was just checking windows.
Yeah.
Scary.
One of Bundy's one of the main reasons he got caught too in the beginning was he broke into a sorority, and he raped and murdered, I think it was 2 young women, and he bit
one, yeah.
into one of the girls' butt cheeks or something like that, or her
Yeah.
thigh or something. So he bit her so hard that his teeth imprints, they're able to take it to the lab and make a
Dental
mold out
record.
of it. So one of the main reasons he got caught was they took a mold of his teeth and they matched perfectly,
Yep.
because he was freak.
He messed up.
That
yeah.
dude's weird, man.
Yeah.
I mean, which one of these guys we talked about is not weird?
Yeah, exactly.
They're all
The
got something
second
way
time
off.
he escaped, I don't know if you guys seen the movie with Zac Efron.
Yeah.
And that's
not.
where you think in Florida, because that's where he left to, and he ended up getting pulled over, and a few times, and the cops wouldn't notice it's him, because he would like put a mustache on, and I guess he looked that different that they didn't recognize him, bro.
Like, oh, where'd he go?
Fake ID type things, and they wouldn't recognize him, and that's how he got away with it for a long
Yeah,
time.
but it's also the same thing. Like, you can't, it's not like how it is today.
Right.
You would, if there's a killer out, they send a picture to everyone's phone. You know what I'm saying?
Shit.
Yeah.
I mean, to your
Amber
phone,
alerts.
it's like,
That's what I'm saying. Like,
it's nuts.
it's not
Yeah.
like that.
It's much. You can tell. It's much more difficult these days to disappear.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
There's cameras there's cameras in every corner in every city because they monitor traffic or what. They're on freeways. They're on
Sure.
street lights. They're everywhere.
Yep.
And you can look at the current case with the CEO thing. We talked about
Right.
Mangione or whatever. They caught him in 4 days because he was on camera everywhere.
Right.
Yep.
100%.
They knew he got on a bus.
I mean, he was so persuasive and convincing that it wasn't him, that he talked in the third person a lot.
Yeah.
Like, he's like, well, if it was me to do it, or if I were to do this, but it was him. But he was saying it was not him.
Right.
If you listen back, he has his tapes released on Netflix, too.
Didn't one of the other killers we talked about refer to himself that way in the third person? I think we talked about it on one of the other
I
ones.
don't know.
We were probably referring to him.
No, maybe, but I mean, I think these people, like Anthony said, like, are they talking to somebody else? Did they have multiple people in their head? Are they schizophrenic? Did
It
they?
reminded me of that one movie that we watched, just remember, and actually didn't like it, where it was like he was a devil, or he was portraying the devil. They were in jail.
Oh, he was a demon.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
I didn't like it.
Yeah, you didn't really like it.
What movie is this?
It was like a low budget film for sure. It was on Netflix or something like that, or
Yeah, yeah.
Paramount
No,
Plus.
it was on.
I didn't watch it.
I
You guys
think
are lying on my name.
You did watch it.
You did.
You did watch it. But anyway, going back to that,
Yeah, yeah.
it makes you wonder, like,
Is he?
is that really what's going on? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean,
And if you've seen it like in person, I don't know if you've seen homeless that talk
Yeah.
like that. I had an aunt that was that way growing up, and it was scary. Like, you don't know, like, doesn't sound like them. It doesn't, their facial expressions change.
they're serious, bro.
It's-
They're serious. You
It's
know
a
what I
scary
mean?
thing to watch. When they're talking to you just fine, all of a sudden it's a whole different person, like, that takes over their face and their emotions and their speech. So it's you got to wonder what's going on in there.
Yeah, the murders I was talking about too. It was called the Chi Omega murders,
Oh,
and that's the sorority house that he broke into and killed
Yeah,
those
yeah.
women. But
crazy.
yeah, he was just a nut job, and people were so convinced. His courtrooms were filled with women, just like Richard Ramirez, because he was handsome and
Yeah.
he was really full of himself. Like even in the documentaries, you see he's very like like I got myself, like it wasn't me.
One day I want somebody to explain that to me. Why do women like are
I don't
infatuated
know.
with
It's
these
weird.
serial
The
killers?
bad boy.
Bad boy.
Okay, what's attractive about it though? What's so attractive about it?
Absolutely nothing.
We'll never understand, I hope.
Well, I don't understand myself, but,
But you know what?
There's a faction of people who,
Just do, yeah.
they said, look at the Menendez brothers. They got married, had kids in prison. Like, what? How?
That one's a little different. They're not serial killers.
I mean, they're killers,
They killed their
regardless
parents.
of what.
Did they deserve it? Absolutely.
That's not
Absolutely.
the argument. They're in prison, getting letters and things from women.
Oh
get
yeah,
married,
yeah.
have children.
Yeah. Didn't
You know
one of them get divorced?
I don't know,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah.
What are you arguing
Yeah,
about
see?
over the phone?
She's like, I'm taking half of everything you. I heard they got houses.
They
You
don't
know?
get that stuff though.
You're
Well,
like, what
they're still
the-
rich. Like their grandma got all the money, so she was just passing it along.
Well, we're talking about Ted right now, so
Yeah,
we'll
yeah,
come
yeah.
back to that one.
Yeah.
He was actually had his face on the FBI, wanted by the FBI. But
And that's
he,
when
Oh,
he grew
sure.
a beard, right?
yeah, he grew. I'm telling you, he grew a beard. Like, damn, you can't even recognize him. What are you talking about? How can he not?
It's like,
recognize?
like he did the Superman where he puts his glasses
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
on. All of a sudden, we don't know who he is.
And how-
Shirt and tie.
Yeah.
Clark.
And who gave them a tip? Like it was his girlfriend, right?
Well, there's his girlfriend at the time. When they put out a picture of a sketch, like, have you seen this man type thing called a hotline. And at the time she was with him, but he was kind of weird. His behaviors were a little off. And she actually called in on the tip line, like, I think it's my boyfriend type thing.
yeah.
And eventually, like, that's kind of what helped in the investigation too, to leading to him and putting his name into like the system was, oh, his name's Ted Bundy. Da, da, da.
Right.
She actually did leave him. She didn't get murdered by him. Shockingly. She wrote a whole book about it. Her life with him was called The Phantom Prince. I actually have it if you want to borrow it.
I'm going to have to pass on that.
And
Spark
she
notes?
ended up, separating herself from him immediately because she had a son. Prior
By him?
No,
Oh.
before they got
I was going to
together.
say, take him out now.
No, so she separated herself very quickly from the situation, and
Yeah.
he ended up one of his friends. Her name was I think it's Carol Boone. Her name was, and she ended up being like, "I got you. Like whatever you need, I'm here for you." Like she was in love with him. Okay.
Carol,
So
you're talking about
Carol Ann Boone.
She married him.
She
and
ended
had
up
a
marrying
kid.
him, had his baby, the whole night.
Oh, so there is a kid of his out there.
Yes, she had a
And-
daughter.
and they didn't. And they disputed that because he wasn't allowed conjugal visits, but they're saying that he like bribed the guards.
Oh yeah, he grabbed.
believe it.
Watch the movie, bro. They were smashing behind the soda machine. So yeah, had a whole baby with this lady, and she was just so naive to think he loved her, but she was the only one there for him. So of
Yeah.
course she's gonna latch on to you, Had a whole kid and everything.
That's crazy.
They didn't kill her.
There was actually an interviewee lady who went to go. I don't know if it was a guy or girl. Went to go interview his mom. His mom's super religious. He was actually a baby prior to marriage, so she was like a disappointment. Like didn't want to have him.
He was a bastard.
Basically. So when she allowed the interview, but she didn't talk about him at all.
Crazy.
So the
There's
whole
no point of
time.
the interview.
So
Right.
what did they talk to her
I
about?
don't know. Like she didn't answer any questions about him, like early
Well, yeah, she was
childhood
probably
type
just like-
thing. But that's about it. Like she didn't comment on any of the situation.
Interesting.
I think that's an aspect we never really talk about. Like, what do these parents think when they're the end of their
What
child?
can you think?
I don't know. Like, I mean, or even like the school shooters or these other people that go around doing crazy stuff. That, like, damn, how do the parents feel about that?
Right.
Well, in recent times, one of the parents got convicted too, as he should. The dad.
Yeah,
Right.
well, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? But
My
you
thing
know,
is this, like, obviously a lot of these murderers had trauma. Didn't have a good upbringing. Their parents didn't coddle them, didn't love them. Because, when you look down at your kid, like Ethan, you're like, oh my God, like, that's my baby. He would never do that. And imagine, like, I haven't came across a serial killer who had that upbringing
Right.
or was nurtured and
No.
had love. So I don't know. There's obviously a pattern there.
Well, did
I mentioned that last week.
Did Ted
Yeah.
Bundy, growing up, face any abuse or anything like that?
Not that I read about. He didn't have a dad. It was just his mom.
But back in the day, super religious.
Right.
Have you ever seen Carrie?
I did.
Interesting.
There's
He's
just
not
something
real.
There's something inherently wrong with these.
He
you know,
said
these
Jason
folks.
Voorhees.
The fact that he escaped from prison twice, though,
Yeah, you suck.
Oh, he was very intelligent. That's
very smart guy.
the key factor in the way he got away with this for so long was his intelligence.
Yeah.
He thought about it so hardcore that when he jumped out that window and he hurt himself, but he rounded that corner and shed a layer of clothes on to change his outfit.
That's crazy.
'Cause he
already
already
knew
knew.
he wanted to do
Yep.
something like that.
Smart.
These guys are smart. Some of them.
Well, at the end of the day, though, he had to face the piper.
Literally.
He
At
only
least he did.
confessed to a few murders. He murdered a lot of women and scattered their bodies in the mountain area. So they did discover a few bodies there. But yeah, his numbers could be well over 100.
That's nuts, bro. Insane.
There actually
Bizarre.
was a lady who escaped from him. And I think there's an interview with her too and how that all happened. And she was at the mall and he offered her a ride. And back then that's normal, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, let me hop in your car. I don't know you.
Yeah.
It was called
Hitchhiking.
hitchhiking.
Yeah. But she escaped. She survived. Nuts.
Nuts.
But you know what? I grew up in that era,
Mm-hmm.
and I remember being in Texas on summer vacation, and we'd be, going down a little road or highway or whatever, and you see somebody hitchhiking, and I always look at those people and go, that doesn't look like somebody I'd ever pick up.
Right.
They always look strange, weird. I don't know what the word is, but I passed by. I was a kid, so maybe I was scared. But I would always look back at them and be like, why would anybody stop and pick that person up?
Yeah. People do.
I guess. But I mean,
He also
crazy.
helped law enforcement catch other murderer. I think it was like the Green River Killer or something. And he helped them catch the guy because that's how like crazy in the head he was.
To get attention off of them,
Yeah.
kind of like the Silence of the Lambs type situation.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Great
He's probably
movie.
trying to get
Love
his
story,
sentence
love it.
commuted.
No way, dude. Like, if you want, you can listen to his tapes, his confession tapes on Netflix, too. And if it's still on there, I'm sure you can find it.
It's on there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the way he talks is just like,
Mesmerizing.
he was already, in jail. He already got convicted. He's already waiting death row, and he's still talking like it wasn't him.
Yeah.
Like, bro.
Like, hey, fool, we know it was you.
Yeah, it's over. It's over, and he, got convicted.
You know what's funny is OJ wrote a book like that. It was called If I Did It.
Be for real.
And that's how Bundy was talking, right? Like, if I did it,
Nuts. These guys are sick, dude.
We've seen a few of his, we've seen the bag, again, at the Zach Bagans Museum. We're not weird, I saw. We saw the bag and the rope and the gloves, the leather gloves he had, and it's nuts.
The imprint
His
of the
teeth
teeth.
mold,
Crazy.
Yeah.
and he got electrocuted as he should. So
Well, that's one that made it to final punishment,
Right.
And
How old was he when he did get it?
42.
Damn.
He was born 1946
and something must have been different
in
back then
Vermont.
because he was only able to fight it for 9 years, and they put him down. Now these cases drag on for 20, 30 years.
I know.
Family members are gone from the victims, and they can't even see him.
No closure.
No closure. You're just gonna die with that. It's terrible.
The first time he escaped, he was only gone for 6 days. June 7th through June 13th is how long he was escaped for.
a long
Second
time.
time he escaped and left Florida was December 30th. He escaped. He didn't get captured to February 15th.
Damn.
Did he kill somebody in that time,
I want to say yes, but I'm not 100% sure.
or they don't know?
He had 20 confirmed victims, 30 confessed, and 36 plus suspected. And that was only in the span of 1974 to 1978. 4 years. He was just
Damn.
going ham, like, oh, boom, 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 boom.
He was going crazy.
Insane, man.
And that question you said, where was it at? It was California, Colorado, Florida, Idaho, Oregon, Utah, and Washington.
Jesus.
How was he able to travel so much? Did they say in the documentary?
Car. He used a
He
car.
just drove around
drove.
and killed people. Had extra money. You just
All in that little beep beep beetle.
Yeah.
Your little
it was a
yellow
beetle.
bug.
Insane, bro.
He
Like I
was
said,
apprehended August 16th, 1975.
well,
well.
that another segment, I guess, of Killer's Corner. Shit. One day we're gonna end it on a good note.
What's a good
The
note?
good note is he got fried.
He got fried. So
he
yeah, you know
faced
what? Today was
justice.
good. Justice was served, and they fried that fool like a French
You know
fry.
what? Cancer didn't get him. He actually got justice. You know, that's the first one that made it all the way. Well, so did Gacy, I guess.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So I think that's gonna be it, though.
I
that
think it's
it?
going to be it.
That
We're
is-
gonna wrap it there.
Yeah, because
gonna have
our producers don't have a game for us. So. They're fired.
Well, guys, I guess that's gonna be it. Hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Again, Happy New Year's, guys. I hope
Happy
everybody's
New Year.
goals upcoming is met. Just best of luck to everybody going into the new year, man. And again, just thanks for the support, and definitely keep your eyes on the lookout for what's to come for us, for sure.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for listening, watching, however
we'll
you guys
see
do
you
it.
next
and
year.
we'll see you on the next one.
We'll see you next year.